Hi guys, I'm Daniela and I travel out of this 2025 hybrid RAV4, and today I want to do a little tour for you guys. You have been asking me how I organize things in the car when I'm traveling, and I'm going to do a little tour for you guys today. I may or may not have washed the car for this video. I hope you appreciate it. It's actually really cold. It's like mid-November and it's getting cold fast. Before we know, all of this is going to be taken by snow. So when traveling out of a car, I like to think of it as of three different rooms: bedroom, kitchen, and bathroom, because these are the three rooms that we use the most in a house. A living area, a hangout area. It's the outdoors. It's the whole reason why we're traveling. But when it comes to facilities, you need a good bed, because if you don't sleep well, then your whole trip is ruined. You need to be able to cook good food, because if you're eating out all the time, it gets really expensive. And you need to be able to pee, because especially if you're stealth camping and you need to go in the middle of the night, you don't want to leave your vehicle. So today I'm going to show you those three things. Okay, let's start with the bed. The RAV4 is not leveled. Once you put the seats down, you'll see that there is a slope. So here is my back seat down, and as you can see, this area is lower than this area. So what I did to solve this problem is I built a platform that goes in the trunk, and then it has an extension that then levels with the back seat. And I built drawers underneath that gives me a lot of storage. We'll get into the drawers a little bit later because this is my kitchen. I want to start with the bedroom. I like to be super comfortable when I sleep, because if I don't sleep well, my day is completely ruined. So I ended up going with a 3-inch mattress as well as a mattress topper. Now, I ended up putting the mattress topper under because this is a memory foam mattress, and I just really like how it feels. Now, because it is winter in Canada, I mean, it's late fall, early winter, I have an electric blanket. And then a duvet, of course, my pillow, and a super fluffy blanket. Because I travel most of the time alone, I prefer to only put one of the back seats down and make it into a single bed, because it gives me one seat to just come in, take my shoes off. I usually have some sort of slippers or something that I can easily slide, which I leave it right here. And this is where I hop onto the bed. So basically I just hop over here. On the top here, I have a cargo net where I keep, it's sort of like a bedside table. I have a light. What else I have here? I have my book, my headphones, and sometimes I put my pajamas here ready to change when I come in the car at night. I might have a sweater. Basically, it's just like a little bedside table. You can just put any little bits and bobs here. And then here, just behind the passenger seat, I have some hooks here. This is my bathroom bag. Basically, when I go have a shower at a public shower, I will just take this little bag with me. I also have a hook here for a hat. And then behind those hooks, I have a sort of pocket organizer here. Here I have a carbon monoxide device. This is my Zolio. It's an SOS device. It's a satellite communicator. It allows me to send and receive messages anywhere, even where I don't have cell reception. To me, that is super important. It shares my locations with my family so they know where I am at all times. Here I have all my safety devices. I have pepper spray, bear spray, knife, and a really, really loud horn that will definitely get attention. I have some string lights here, which I set up around the car. And I also have a headlamp, which I hang over here, so it's easily accessible from bed. Now for my clothes, I keep it all under the bed. Remember I said the seats have a little bit of an angle and I extended the platform to make it flat. So there is a little bit of a gap, and let me show you. This space here between the seat and the platform here that I made, and then I keep my clothes in packing cubes right there. So there's actually quite a bit of space because it goes all the way to the other side. I also like to keep the seats all covered with some sort of blanket because I like to protect the car. So the second thing I want to talk about is bathroom. I have this little space here between the front console and the seat here. And I have this little basket here that has everything that I need to pee in the middle of the night. I have this little container here that has a lock and it seals, and it has a rubberized lip. So basically you just put this in between your legs, and I usually sort of do it this way so that this lip is not like on my butt.
Wow!
I pee in here, and then this closes and it locks. I also have toilet paper in a Ziploc bag and a empty Ziploc bag where the used toilet paper goes. I also have blue pads that I can put on the floor of the car just for peace of mind, just in case any little drops miss the container. I know it's not going in my car. These are absorbent, they have a plastic backing, and they can just be thrown away after. In here, I also have a water container. It's empty now, but I need to fill it, and a jar. And what I use this for is to brush my teeth. So I can rinse my mouth with water and I can spit the water in this jar, because sometimes I have a little bedtime snack and then I want to brush my teeth again, but I'm already all set up for the night. I might be in stealth mode, I might be in a parking lot and I don't want to get out. And so I can just brush my teeth from inside the car. And then the next morning I just kind of throw it out in the bushes. Now let's talk about the kitchen. It's my favorite part of this build. Two massive drawers here, and over here I keep the stove, pots and pans, my mug, cutlery, cutting board, and things like that. And over here is my little washing station situation, and I'm going to show you how it works. So I have those boards. There are 4 of them. Over here I keep my water. And this is my washing station. Here's the little setup. I cook my food here. I do the dishes here. I'm just gonna open this. I have running water to do the dishes. I have a little drying rack. I have my light there. Here is my power station, which powers my fridge that is right there. I'll show you in a minute. Usually I like to access the fridge from inside the car. The fridge is empty right now. And I plug this into the jackery that's right here. I just left home, so I haven't even stopped at the grocery stores. I haven't bought any food yet. So we need to do that tomorrow. But yeah, once I buy food, I will plug in the fridge. Now, this power station that I have will keep the fridge powered, plus the electric blanket at max for like 8 to 9 hours a night, plus charge my phone and my camera and some other gear like the flashlights for 5 days. If I'm not running the electric blanket, if it's in the summer and I'm just running the fan, it will last easily a week or more, maybe even 10 days. Here I have some other pots, oil, spices, plates, cups, scissors, different things that I need for cooking. If I pull this drawer even further, because it is really, really big, here I have my chair and my table. It is super quick and easy to put it all apart, but things do need to go in a certain order to fit. First thing, all the wooden planks. Then the stove. Then the pot. This is the fan that I use in the summer. It also has a light that can get quite bright. And when I'm using the fan, I usually put a garbage bag in here, and this becomes my little garbage that I just put in the front there. Also, part of the kitchen is my pantry, a food box that I keep here in the front. These are my front windshield shades. And so here is my pantry, which is also empty because I haven't gone grocery shopping yet, but it has paper towels, extra fuel, coffee, because I can be completely out of food, but you will never catch me out of coffee. So definitely there's always coffee in that box. This box is a airtight box. It locks. That way there is no smell of food around the car. It fits nicely here in the front. And I also use this like rubber mat to protect the seat so that I can put things here in the front seat. I like to use every little corner, every little pocket of the car. So over here I have bug spray. Don't use it as often now in the fall and winter, but definitely in the summer. Some sunscreen and an umbrella, because you never know when you're gonna need one. Over here I have more storage. I keep extra sunglasses. I have some receipts. There is a zipper here that I can put things inside as well. Coins. I just like to keep things organized. It just gives me a little extra storage area there. And then on the front seat here, I usually have a bag with, like right now, what I have is like a scarf. I've got some filming equipment, my purse, and then usually at night, I'll put that bag in that empty seat beside the bed. Behind that food box, I have it's a fire starting kit. It's got like gloves so that I can stoke the fire. It's got flint and steel. It got matches, fire starter, that kind of stuff. I also have a shovel. It's one of those that you sort of like put it together, and that is in case I get stuck in mud or snow. I've got some black garbage bags here so I can sit on the ground and throw a blanket and not get it wet. If I am carrying firewood, this is also where I would tuck it in there. For at night, I have window covers that I keep here. They are reflective in one side and black on the other one. And I usually put the black side out at night. And it basically just tucks in like that. You don't need anything else. It just fits in the shape of the window. Behind here, I have leveling blocks, a portable shower, and mosquito nets. So those blocks I use to level the car if where I'm parked is very unleveled. I don't usually use this if I'm stealth camping, but sometimes if I'm in an established campground and the ground is a little bit uneven, it can come in handy. They can also be used as a recovery tract if you're stuck in mud or snow. This shower, you fill it up with water. It has a foot pump and it has a nozzle, and the pressure from the foot pump will give you water pressure. And so you can actually have a pretty good shower. I put hot water in here, and you can hang a towel here around the hatchback, and you actually have a little bit of privacy. I use those mosquito nets a lot in the summer. Basically, they just have magnets, and you just sort of attach here. And it has a zipper so that you can get in and out of the back if you like. But it is a lifesaver in the summer. And then I also have a net for the sunroof and net for the side windows. And then I have this little bit of separation here. But as you can see, a little bit of light can still come through here. So what I want to do is maybe tie it to the net here, or maybe add a little bit more fabric so that it kind of goes all the way up and then no light goes through. So this is a project that I still need to do, but it is getting super dark. as you can see, I usually like to make sure that the blanket is covering the structure here to make sure that nothing scratches the plastic in the car. Hopefully it's gonna close okay. Perfect. Well, it is getting dark. As you can see, the sun has set. It is absolutely freezing. It is time for me to look for a spot for the night. I will not be spending the night here. I don't spend the night where I spend the day. This is a conservation area. I usually go to my overnight spot just before going to bed. So it is time for us to get there because it is getting dark. Yes, I am absolutely blasting the heater in the car. Chicken McNuggets and a smoke cold. Thank you. Thanks. Well, what can I say? I got McDonald's. I told you I had no foods, but I'm not going grocery shopping until tomorrow morning, and I had to eat. So McDonald's it is. Judge me if you will. And after I eat this, we are going to our spot for the night. There's a couple of things that I forgot to show you that I will show you once we get there. So let me just eat this and I'll see you at my night spot. All right, guys, we're here. Let me show you the view. That is the city. All right, so just quickly before I go to bed, I just wanted to show you that over here I have my water, drinking water. I also have hiking poles and my hiking shoes. And I put the garbage here. So cold. I can't wait to get under my heating blanket. And then the last thing I wanted to show you is I keep some wet wipes, extra cords, and just a little bunch of like miscellaneous things here in this little console. Well, guys, that was it for my RAV4 tour. I know it was a little bit rushed at the end because we were running out of daylight, but that's the story of my life. If you know, you know. Let me know if you have any questions. Just leave them in the comments below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.